Welcome back, Spirits of Vengeance, to a Ghost Rider vlog.
Welcome back everyone to the Ghost Rider vlog. This week we are looking at issue number 80, the second to last issue of the original Ghost Rider run, and this particular issue is titled Stained Glass and Shadows. We pick up instantly where we left off last time with Roxan finally coming back to Johnny. It's not just so much as trying to finally catch up and having her memories back, which she did have and mentioned the momentary bit of amnesia she did have, but also the fact that she has been spending apparently the last several months at her aunt's house. It was the sister of her mother, and she's been staying there with her aunt, uncle, and cousin. She's been keeping tabs on where Johnny has been showing up and has been easily tracked since he's been part of the carnival. However, as things have been going on all of a sudden the last couple months, the town she's been staying in, called Holly, has suddenly gone a drastic change. The preacher at their local church has suddenly turned into a man who has now called himself the Sin Eater. And he has been promising people the ability to take away all their sins and become happier, better people. To which they have become happier people, but their eyes and their smiles have become hollow and shady. And Roxanne has seen enough dire, possibly evil things in her life to realize that this is something extremely wrong with all the things that have been going on with these people who have decided to become sinless. So she has come to Johnny to seek out help. Johnny talks to Quentin very quickly, who at first seems very hesitant, but also Johnny promises him that despite his fears, the Ghost Rider would only ever get to Quentin if he so allowed it, and only upon Johnny's dying breath. To which he does nod in acknowledgement that yes, Johnny does have quite the uphill battle, but he has been doing a great job of it thus far in hopes that he continues it, and that his job will be waiting for him when he is done with whatever he's going off to do. To which he finally heads off with Roxanne. After one night with a very sudden fight with a pack of wolves that decided to seek out the riders since they seemed a bit hungry, but also came in shadowed with mist of a familiar character, the Ghost Rider does scare them off, and before he can threaten with more than words at Roxanne, Johnny does take back control, and they finally make their way back to Holly within the next couple days. Once there, he meets the aunt and uncle, who seem friendly enough, but also the cousin, who is all kinds of inquisitive because everything seems wrong to him, and also Roxanne at that. So they start to talk, and the pastor actually does come over and takes the cousin with him to have the one-on-one talk. In the midst of a nightmare that night, Johnny wakes up only to see the cousin waiting in his doorway with the dead, soulless smile on his face, and then finally decides that yes, he will go see the pastor on Sunday. To which he then also is caught on Sunday morning in the dark back room of his church talking to a figure whom he apparently believes, or at least says, was God himself, and then starts to help people become sinless again, only for Johnny to finally give it a try just to see what on earth is actually going on here. To which he is attacked by a tentacle-like being, but at the same time quickly becomes the Ghost Rider to save his own soul from being absorbed. And upon fighting off this tentacle being and the pastor, finds out that it was Centurius, the soulless man that we met a few weeks back, actually a few months now back, in real life at this point for the show, and that he is apparently part of all of this. He then reveals his own past, which is the fact that he sold his soul to Mephisto to save his loved one, from Zarathos, the same demon that now possesses Johnny. He was the man from when the earth was once yet young that gave up his soul to save his beloved and his people. And he has become a bitter man who has actually taken the soul-stealing gem in order to try and give himself a soul again, when you find out that Mephisto devours what soul he takes, no matter what, eventually. So he offers Johnny a chance to save Roxan in order to possibly imprison him permanently, and also stop the Ghost Rider from ever coming back, because it seems to be his one and only weakness, much like he was the Ghost Rider's weakness back in ancient times. And then uses the stone to finally take Johnny's soul as he gives himself up to protect Roxan. Thus ends our issue this week. Very interesting setup, I like, and also still very good artwork. I can't wait to see how this is going to end. And next week will be our final episode of the original Ghost Rider run. So, I will see you all next time.